Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to draw a basic fashion figure, a 9-head fashion figure. So let's get right into it. So right here what I've done is to draw a more or less like 1 inch lines right here. So there are 1 inch spacing from one line to the other, and what I'm going to do now is label it the spaces head 1 up until head 9. The reason I'm doing this is because the figure I'm drawing is a 9-head fashion figure, so I'm just going to label it for clarity and purposes. So after labeling it, what I'm going to do now is to draw a head along each line. Now you actually do not need to do that, but I just want to do that so that you guys know what I'm talking about. So this oval shape represents a head, and I'm going to do that in all of the spacing that I have labeled heads 1 to 9. So this is why it gets the name a 9-head fashion figure. So that's just it. So once I'm done with this, now I'm just going to move to the other side of the paper and begin the sketching process. So in order to begin, I'm just going to draw a straight line which is going to sort of like represent the center of the body of the model I'm going to be drawing. And we're going to start with the head, which is going to be at head 1. So now the shape of your head can be oval, it can be bigger at the top and then tapered towards the jawline. So what I'm doing here now is sketching the head of the figure. So I'm sort of going to like clean this again in order to more or less like make the head like a real person's head. So I'm not perfect, but this is basically how I do it if I'm doing a fashion figure. I don't go through all the process of drawing lines anymore because I know how to draw my sketches proportionally. So once I do this now, my head is on head 1. So now after the head, we are going to go ahead and do the neck. Now before I do the neck, which is going to be in the head 2 space, I'm going to divide head 2 space into 3. Now 1/3 of that is going to represent my neck, and my neck is going to start from the tapered end, more or less like the jaw area, and I'm just going to curve it out. So as you can see, my neck is forming already. So that's why you need to make your jaw or the bottom of the head a little tapered. Now the second part, which is the middle, the 2/3 of the head 2 space, is going to form my shoulder. So from the neck to my shoulders, you can actually decide to draw a straight line or just more or less like to make sure it is sort of like equal, and then from there I'm just going to like draw a slanted line to represent my shoulder. And number one, a woman's shoulder is not always straight, so that's why it is slanted. And then from there I'm going to draw like a curved line up until the bottom of head 3. So now these circles I'm drawing is representing the bust of the paper model, so I'm going to make sure that it's sort of like equal around that side. And then from the curve of that bust circle right there, I'm just going to draw a curve to represent the upper arm of this model, and the elbow of this model ends at that line, the bottom of head 3, which is represented by a circle. I actually use joints to represent circles to represent joints. And then from there now I'm going to use the edge of the circle basically around the elbow area to sort of like draw the rest of the arm. So that's just it, guys. And you know your arm is not straight, so as you're drawing, make sure that you do like a slight curve, and it's going to end right there at the middle of head 5. That's where my wrist is going to be, and then the rest half is going to sort of like be like the arm, the hand, sorry. So from the apex of the bust I draw to get my waist, so elbow and waist fall on the same line, and then I'm going to divide head 4 into 2. Now the middle of that head 4 is going to represent the highest, sort of like the highest point of my hips. So you can see how that is forming. So I make sure I curve it really well. And then all the way to head 6. So the bottom of head 6 is where my knee is going to be. So now that I'm done with all this, I'm just going to, sort of like straighten that out a little bit. Sorry, I'm just going to now do something to sort of like represent the pant line. Now my crotch area is at the base of head 4. So I'm just going to draw a line to show like as if my model is wearing an underwear. So yeah. So from that point now, I'm just going to do like a curve to represent my thigh. So as you can see, the knee area is forming. Now if the knee is looking too fat, basically you can actually clean that up, and especially on the outside, and taper it out inwards a little bit. So I'm just going to do that and then clean that off. Like I said, I'm not perfect, so I just do my best to make sure that I get what I can from it. So I'm just going to quickly run through the other side, do the elbow, then do the other part of the arm, making sure there's sort of like a slight curve, and then curve the arm again, and then do my waist. From my waist now, actually use the curve of the bust to sort of like get that part, and then from my waist I move to my hip. Now you can see what I'm doing right here. My hip is actually going to connect with part of that arm, so I'm just going to erase that and then draw my hip line first. Now if you look at the other arm, you will see that the other arm is actually showing. So this will sort of like give you a guide that they are actually not very, very equal, but you can decide to run with that if you want, or correct that if you want as well. So I'm just going to draw the hip line and then connect that pant line. That's what I'm going to call your bikini pant line, and then draw the rest of the leg. So as you can see, I'm just drawing the arm that way, so it looks like that part of the hand is actually slightly behind the hip. So now, like I said, I use circles to represent joints, so I'm just going to use that to represent my knee area, and then we're just going to use that curve to help us draw a curve of the calf. Now the parts of the human body are not just straight like that, so I draw the calf and all the way down to the bottom of head 8, and that is where the ankle is going to be. So once I do that, the insides of the leg are sort of more straighter, so I make sure I just make a slight curve, just a little bit, and then use a circle to represent the ankle. So if you're drawing the foot of a 9-head fashion figure, head 9 represents that. So I'm just going to do something like this, just to show it looks as if the person is on high heels basically. But yeah, I'm just going to do this, and that is it. So that is it for the feet. Now we've not completed the arm. So like I said, the wrist is around the middle of head 5, so I'm just going to mark a straight line to represent that. Now if you're drawing the fingers, I usually do this together because I'm not very perfect when it comes to drawing fingers. So I'm just going to draw a curve like that to represent more or less like the outside of the fingers, and then just do something a slight curve to sort of like represent the thumb, and then go all the way down, and that is it for the fingers. It looks like everything is together. So that's how simple this is. So you're just going to do a lot of practice with that, and it's going to get easier as you continue to practice. So what I'm going to do now is erase those circles so my model looks like a model. And once you're done with this, actually, you can actually start learning how to dress your model. So I'm just going to draw a slight curve around that point to represent the bust area. So as you can see, the bust is forming, and then you can go ahead and clean off those lines, and then you're actually done with your model. So I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to click the subscribe button and like and share this video. So I'm going to see you guys in a future video. Bye bye.